Hello and welcome to another fine adventure of those mystical misfits and Dungeons and Dragons. Matt will be the DM this evening, but we're going to have a jolly good time. I hope you enjoy it. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and yes, pipping good fun. Jolly good.
Okay. So tonight it's a take on a one shot which is called The Wild Sheep Chase. But I have changed a few things around and adapted it for 3 players. So it's going to be a pre-written story, but I've made a few changes just to kind of make the size of the group. So the 3 of you are seasoned adventurers. You've all got your own motivations for getting out into the world, and you've seen a few things. You've rescued a few damsels, or you've kind of slain a few goblins, or what have you. So you know your way around, but you're still quite new to the whole adventuring lark, and it's been pretty quiet recently. So over the last couple of weeks, people haven't been knocking on the doors, bills haven't been paid, and you're kind of at a loss as to how to make ends meet. So each of you have kind of taken some time to decide you're going to get some downtime from adventuring, and you've traveled to a small town called Brandlehurst. It's a small town which is in the middle of the country. It's very agricultural, so a lot of the people there make their living by farming, selling goods that the farmers provide. Everyone knows everyone. It's not a really affluent place, but it doesn't need to be. Everyone is quite happy and quite humble, and they're happy with what they have there. At some point or another, the 3 of you have turned up to this town to take a break, to relax a little bit, and to kind of rethink and to think about how am I gonna get that next paycheck. At some point or another, the 3 of you have crossed one of the taverns, and at the corner of your eye you've seen a sign. Now the sign has been looks like rushed with how it's been written, and it's been nailed to the side of the wall of the tavern near the door, but it's only about 3 feet high off the ground. You would have passed by it normally, but something caught your eye about it, and you decided to give it a chance, have a read. And having a look at the parchment that's been attached to the tavern wall, you have a look, and it likewise looks like it's been very hastily written, either by a child or someone that maybe is literate to a degree. You're not quite sure, but it's scrawled, the writing. And it literally says, help wanted. It says, help wanted, money and jewels and magic items available. Meet at the back of Herschel's farm at 12 p.m. Friday. The rest of it is very difficult to read, and that is more or less the gist of what this says. And as luck would have it, it is Friday, and it's about 11 in the morning. So by the time you've read it, you kind of contemplate whether it's worth checking this out, and you kind of do whatever you need to do. You have a rest, you have something to eat, you grab a couple of items if you need to, you do what you need to. And it's pretty easy to find the farm. You ask around and everyone knows everyone more or less. So they point you in the direction to the farm, which is on the south side of town, just outside the borders. And it's pretty easy to spot. There's like a silo there. There's the farmhouse. There's a couple of fields out front of the farmhouse. And you slowly make your way one by one to the back of this farm. Eventually, the 3 of you wind up more or less arriving at the same time behind this farmhouse. And you get there and you kind of have a look at each other and you're not quite sure what's going on, or if in fact one of you is the one that wrote the note.
Did
Well, it's
any of
pretty good.
you wrote the note?
Are you asking me if I wrote the note? I didn't write the note. I'd barely forgotten how to use a pen, really.
Yes, well, I
That's
can't really remember, to be honest.
Oh, aren't you a lovely old dear? Would you like
Is
to
it?
help across the street?
Oh, that would be very kind of you, yes, yes.
Excellent. What street would you like to cross?
Oh, well, any really?
Any, really? Well, in that case,
Yeah.
let's walk across this one. But you want to leave the farm? Why are we here? Who are you? I like your wings. Then what wings? You should have wings. Where are your wings?
The source subject
Okay.
for a person that I just met.
Sorry, not been out in the world much. I tried to, yes, yes.
Oh, well,
Did you cross
I-
that street yet, darling?
yes, well, thank you. Who are you?
My name is the Baramaham.
Where am I?
Yeah, try that Baramaham. That'll do. It's okay. You can call me Bar. It's fine. But the name is Baramaham if you ever really fancy it.
Oh, but yes, I have a lovely friend. A lovely friend, Bahara.
You're still
Yes,
trying. Very nice. Yes, keep going.
yes, and he looks a lot like you, actually. Yeah. Ooh.
Such a lovely old dear. So, was it you that wrote this enticing note that brought us all to this farm?
I already told you, dear. I have no idea.
So after a few minutes of back and forth, gets to 12 o'clock. And off to the right-hand side, you can start to hear a noise. And it's very faint to begin with. And it sounds, for all intents and purposes, like the jingling of a bell. It gets louder and louder until, out of the blue, the three of you see a sheep come clambering around the side of the farm, running almost panically. And it looks around as it turns the corner and it spots the three of you and it runs up. And in its mouth is a scroll wrapped up with a wax seal on it. And it takes a look at the three of you and it jumps up and down very, very excitedly.
There's a sheep over there.
Such a lovely little. You remind me of the dogs that I used to have. That Daddy bought me one Christmas. It was such joy. He didn't last very long. Didn't feed and water him, but such a lovely little thing. What's that? Oh, you have a note. Shall we read the note?
Let's.
Oh, there's a sheep. There's a sheep over there.
I can see you're going to be a lot of fun on this one. Yes, I like it. I do hope you've got some.
Does she have any glasses on, or is she completely?
No, I don't
No.
need glasses, dear.
I think you might need to.
No, I don't.
I'm not going to go argue with her, Granny.
I'm going to read this note now, not because I don't want to
Right.
talk to you, but because I think
Yes.
this conversation might go down a very
Do
different.
go on, dear. Do go on.
Excellent. Yes, thank you.
So as you take the scroll out of the sheep's mouth and the wax seal is ripped and you open up parchment, at the very top of the parchment, it says something in a language that you're not quite... Well, what languages do you speak?
Oh,
I speak Common and Goblin.
Right.
Filthy.
It's a language you don't quite speak.
Correct.
So,
Excuse me, I do speak some languages as well.
okay, what does everyone speak?
Well, I speak Abyssal, Common, Deep Speech, and Primordial.
Okay.
Did you get that, dear?
Common and bird person.
Okay. None of you recognize the writing on the scroll. Um, the symbols and the etchings are completely foreign, and you have a look at the scroll, not quite sure what it says, not quite sure what it's about, but after a moment or two, the characters on the scroll almost seem to come alive, and like you feel a light magic aura emanating from it.
Ooh.
And the characters jumble up and run about on the page. And then after a moment or two, you start to almost imagine that you can hear this sheep speaking to you.
Ooh, talking.
And the sheep says in a very well-spoken tone, "Oh, is it working now? Can you understand me? Hello, can you hear me?"
Ooh, he's talking.
Holy Caravan Park, the thing can talk!
Yeah, it's not just me. I'm not going to see now then.
Well, maybe you are being a little bit senile,
Oh,
but not
it's quite
any more than
rude
any
if
of
it
that.
is.
Yes, this is
Anyway.
very much a talking sheep. I knew the coming out adventure, and I learned to see all these wonderful new things in a talking sheep, because that's normal, isn't it? Very, very normal. Yes.
I would say so, but yes.
Well, I believe this is working. Excellent. Tell me, what are your names? Who am I speaking with?
Well, I am Mrs. Noggins.
Lovely.
Hello.
I am Baldus.
This is going to sound so corny. My name is Baramaham, but you can call me Bar.
I would, you were making light of my situation if I didn't know any better, old chap. Well, listen,
Fortunately, I'm not. That's what I've been saying. The short name for me is Bar. Wasn't expecting to run into a talking sheep.
well,
You see.
I have summoned you all here. Obviously, you saw the note because I'm in a bit of a pickle. You see, if you can believe it, I wasn't originally a sheep. My real name is Reginald Shinebright, and I'm a wizard of quite known repute. My name has a lot of weight around these parts, and I've gotten myself into a bit of a pickle. No thanks to my apprentice. He's dabbled in things that he never should have, and it's left me in this mess right here.
Oh, what a naughty boy.
I need some help with getting back to my tower at the other side of town and retrieving something that he has stolen from me.
Oh, what a naughty, naughty boy. Like my
So
young Noggins. Yes, I have a son actually. We called him Noggins. So his name is Noggins.
I was just about to ask that exact thing.
Yes, yes. Well,
Noggins, eh?
Noggins, yes.
Great. I bet his friends love calling him Nog Nog.
They do. They don't call him Nog. No, not when I'm about. They call him Noggins.
Anyway, so we're gonna go catch this thief.
Yes, we're going to catch the thief who's stolen something from the talking sheep, because this is very normal. Very, very normal. Daddy told me all about the talking sheep that I'd be running into on my adventures. Yes, he did. He really did.
Oh, it's fascinating.
Anyway, where is your apprentice at the moment?
He's in my tower at the north side of town. Now, if we hurry, we might be able to find him before, and as he says this, almost as if on cue, the same direction that the sheep came running from, several figures come running just behind him. There is a small group of rough-looking customers. There is a large humanoid who doesn't look quite fully human. There are two other humanoids flanking him who are significantly bigger, brawnier, wider, and the two of them have very large wolves on leashes. Now, as they spot the three of you and this sheep, the one in the middle, he immediately takes note, and he says, "Oh, you found our sheep. He's gone missing. Thank you very much. We will gladly take him off your hands. If you don't mind, if you could hand him over, we will take him back to his pen and we'll take care of him."
Yes, of course, dear. You know this, it's a talking sheep, yes?
Yes, big troublemaker he is.
Ooh.
Yeah, we don't want to get mixed up with him. So
Ooh.
come along now, sheepy.
Awesome.
Oh, technically,
Loads
that is not his name.
I do believe that you might be fibbing to me, Mr. Man.
Oh, he seems like a lovely gentleman, actually, but I think there. Oh, we should give the sheep back. I think, yes.
Mrs. Noggins, I do believe you may be wrong in this aspect. The talking sheep needs to stay with us, very much so. What do you say, Mr.
The sheep is not a possession. You can't own a living being.
I don't want to own him. I want to save him. I'm pretty sure.
You say he belongs to us. He doesn't belong to anyone. Who do you belong
Okay,
to? Nobody.
he's siding with. He's asking us for help, Mrs. Noggins.
Right, okay.
So-
yes.
Should we help him get these people stop possessing him as an item?
Exactly.
Oh, yes, well, I believe, yes. I
While
agree
we're
with that
talking,
one,
while
yes.
we're talking, they could be stealing the sheep. You see? Now, pay attention.
Ooh,
Pay attention. Sheep, friend, those guys, bad. Yes?
they need to patronise me.
Is there anything in front of me, Matt?
Anything in front of you?
Like any item or any object in front of me now I can launch at
Sheep.
these people?
If I
Is everything-
can screen share, I will show you what's in front of you.
We got a screen share. Mm-mm.
Why do I look like Two-Face in my video?
Still saying disabled. Are you able to?
Hold on a second, sir.
Who's
I will-
disabled?
I will be there in uno momento. How about now?
Lovely. So this is basically where you find yourselves. Is roughly
While we're getting
here.
ready to have a look around. Oh, that is absolutely splendid.
Wow, somebody's been practicing.
That's nice.
Somebody has been a very, very busy. Such a long time spent on this.
I thought the smoke was actually
So at the moment,
animated then.
oh no, it's pretty sick, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if I do this, that's a bad option. So basically, you are where that red X is. There isn't really much around. It's quite a clear path. I mean, there's pebbles and bits and pieces on the floor. You've got a straw, like hay bale behind you. Aside from that, there isn't really too much behind this house, no.
Okay, so that throws that one out there. From that idea out of the way.
Well, I do believe that these men in front of us are fibbing. I think that you're possibly telling us hello to porcupines.
Well, I trust
Can I
you.
go up to the person? Up in front of the one nearest to me. And go up to him and say, "Yeah, okay, we'll give you the sheep, but just shake my hand." And can't fucking grasp.
I'll just pull my finger first.
Let's
Alright.
do this. So I'm gonna do the usual thing. I'm gonna jot them here. And let's do these for the wolves as well. What color do you want to be?
I don't mind.
Oh, I think I would like to be a very nice royal blue.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll be like a pale yellow, a pale orange or something.
Is that because it's the colour of your skin, dear?
I'll
No,
go
my,
with either
my
a
skin
silver
is
or black.
grey.
Your skin is grey. You're that bloody old. Wow.
Oh, very,
No,
very
I'm talking about
old,
my
yes.
arm and my good fellow.
What color are you going to be, Ray?
Either grey or black, whatever colour's easier.
I haven't got grey. I'll go with black.
Yeah, that's fine.
And
I'll
let's
do the machine.
call
Right,
white.
dumb question, but what is your character's name? Because I'm looking at your name. Raymond.
Yeah.
Without it written there, I haven't got a clue of remembering it.
I thought I bloody oh yeah, because I thought I already did it.
Because you left and came back, didn't you?
Yeah,
Sorry about that, old bean.
that's all right. Thanks for reminding me.
It's okay. It's only good the fact otherwise I'm going to keep calling you Ray. Raymond the bird person. Like it. Good name.
So now that everyone's on the board, so you're going to go up to this guy at the front. And
That's saying he's our sheep. I said, yeah, okay, we'll hand him over. Let's shake.
Just shake my hand. Yeah.
Let's shake on it.
I'm looking at Mrs. Noggins going, shh.
What is he doing?
I need you to
Why are you giving the sheep?
make a performance check against this fella's insight check to see if you can tell if you're being truthful or bluffing.
Okay,
Oh dear.
there's a 17, but -1 as a 16.
Oh,
Okay.
oh no.
Let me just check. Oh, there we go. Okay, so he can kind of sense that you're being sincere about this. So he kind of looks at his colleagues next to him and says, "Oh, well, thank you very much. You will be greatly rewarded for your trouble." And he reaches out to grab your hand, and as you do so, you say you want to cast Shocking Grasp, right?
Yes.
Abracadabra.
Okay.
I activate my suit and it does shocking grasp.
So Shocking Grasp is
Is a cantrip.
yeah.
In
So
touch.
So you make a melee attack roll. Let's see. You have advantage if he's wearing armor made of metal on the attack roll. I don't know if he is. No, he isn't. So yeah, you make a melee attack roll against his AC.
All right. And that is a 10.
Okay. So you take hold of his hands and you start to try and channel this energy through his arm, but it doesn't quite manage to do enough to phase him. As you're shaking his hand, you can kind of feel almost like the sparks off of a sparkler on the palm of his hand. So he can feel there's something that you're trying to do to him, but it's not really doing any damage. So he kind of looks at you, looks down at the hand, and says, "Hey, what are you trying to do? Trying to give me a tickle or something while we're shaking hands? Are you going to give me the sheep or what?" And then he kind of looks at his friends next to him in the silence and says, "I don't think they're going to give him over. Listen, we'll give you one more chance. We'll forget what just happened here." And he kind of wipes his hand on the side. Our master will give you anything you want if you can give us this sheep back. So if you give him over nicely, then you can get whatever you want.
I'll tell you what, because I'm feeling like I'm in a really, really good mood, Mrs. Noggins is going to give you one of her mints out of her handbag.
Oh yes. Oh, hold on. There's one here somewhere. It won't be a minute. I've got them. Oh, no. Well, here we go. No, I can't find them. Would you have a look for me, dear?
Do you want me to?
Yes, would you help me?
Okay, yes, I'll have a look in your bag.
Super.
Okay, so while looking in the bag,
Right in there, dear, yes.
while looking in this Mary Poppins type fucking handbag, I go, cast a spell, and keep looking in the bag.
Oh, very cheeky.
Oh shit.
Fucking do something.
Oh god. Oh god, there's too many spells. Oh
On
god.
fire.
Oh god.
Right.
So anyway, Mrs. Noggins takes a javelin out
The handbag.
and goes launches it at one of them.
That is brilliant. That is some Mary Poppins shit.
Which one are you going to try and hit? Purple ones are wolves, and then you've got...
It's just like random, like any. It's just the main one.
Okay. The one that Ray tried to shock. Yeah, I'll roll for an attack then.
Oh shit! Oh no. 11. No, sorry, a 9. Sorry.
Okay. He is taken aback a little bit by this large spear that comes hurtling towards him. Javelin. But he is kind of aware that something's not quite up. Something is quite up and not usual. So he sees it coming and he kind of dodges out the way as it comes flying by. And he looks to his friends and says, I don't think they're getting it, lads. I have the suspicion that they're a bit hostile. So why don't we reciprocate in kind? And this is where we roll for initiative.
And I gave both of you a chance to do something and nothing.
20.
Oh, I tried and it's.
Oh no! Stop doing it on D&D Beyond.
It could be worse.
I'm not.
3.
14, Mr. DM.
12, Mr. DM.
Okay. What did you get, Mrs. Noggins?
Well, 3.
Okay.
I'm not surprised with an old lady.
Yeah.
Somebody's
True.
taken all brands route. Yay!
Still rummaging through my handbag.
Looking for
I'll
that.
find
Do
you.
you
can
still
get
want
another
those
javelin.
mints, dear? I have them somewhere here. Would you
At
go
one
and get
end.
my javelin for me?
After we kill these people, alright, Mrs. Noggins?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Mrs. Noggins, we'll sort it all out once we've beaten up these.
Right, okay. So you don't want a mint then?
We're going to show these ruffians how we do it in the wherever.
Right. Okay, yes, that's absolutely fine with me.
So these folks that have appeared, most of them are going to get the jump on you. So what happens is these two large wolf-like creatures run towards the two of you at the back. The one on the left is going to, as he runs, he's going to lunge towards Bar, and he's going to try and take a bite out of him.
Did you go past me, Matt?
Pardon me?
Did I get an attack opportunity or not?
You do not. That handshake was your attack of opportunity.
Oh,
Fair
shit.
enough. I agree. I accept that.
So the wolf going after Bar tries to bite him for 13 on his AC.
Ah, yes, bite down on my armor and break your teeth.
So they clamp down, but the armor is too tough, and the wolf actually chips one of his teeth in doing so. The other one running for Mrs. Noggins, 7.
Hello?
Miss. She goes, woo! Woo!
I
Hits
can
it with
actually
her
imagine
handbag.
the woman standing there, hitting his sword with her handbag. Get off, you ruffian! Get off! Amazing. No, bad doggy.
I do actually have a handbag attack.
You ready?
It's the only thing that I did that was against the rules, Matt, and I did a custom weapon, which is a handbag.
I'll gladly allow it.
Oh, yes, I'll accept. I love
So one of the guys at the back on the left is going to take a javelin and throw that at Mrs. Noggins for 22 to hit.
Oh no, yeah, it hits Mrs. Noggins.
No!
No, not Mrs. Noggins.
So,
Pick on your own size. Stop picking on the elderly.
so this creature hurls this javelin, and being at such close proximity, unfortunately, Mrs. Noggins does not parry it with a handbag and gets hit for 8 damage.
Oh.
The other one,
Scum.
who is flanking the guy in the middle, is going to step forward slightly and try and attack this bird person who has tried to attack his friend with a large spiked mace.
Cool.
Swing at not artichoke. No.
For 17 to hit.
Ooh.
Miss.
Wow. Okay. So
Whoa.
Guardian.
he comes at you with this morning star, and you raise up a forearm and bash it out the way. Very, very dexterously.
Mm.
Dexterously.
Mm.
I'm not going to try and say that again.
Dexterously.
That's the one. So that's all they're going to do. The guy in the middle has his own role, so it's now going to go to Baramaham.
Baramaham.
Ah.
Baramaham.
Bar.
Yes. Get off me, you silly little doggy, and I'm going to strike at the doggy with my great sword. I draw my big sword out. I look at the doggy and go, Daddy bought me this for my birthday. 22 to hit.
Wow, that definitely hits.
Yes, I swing my great sword down with such ferocity. 9.
Cool.
And
So that-
because I am such a super duper duper fighter, because I was taught by the best that Daddy could buy, I'm going to use my second attack. And I'm going to do it on the Wolfie again. This time with a 14.
Okay, 14 still hits.
Yes! Wolfie, eat my giant blade. Double 1, that's shit. 5.
Okay. Cool. So you swing this sword, and it manages to cleave this giant wolf twice, dealing quite a bit of damage. Lets out a loud, high-pitched whine as it does so, and you can see a lot of blood trickling down on the floor. His legs are a bit shaky, but he's still standing his ground and growling at you very ferociously. Anything else?
I don't think I've only got one bonus action. I don't really want to use it. No.
Okay.
Good.
Cool. So it now goes to the talky one of the group. So he did not take kindly to this bird person trying to shock him. So he is going to try and swipe at him with a very large sword of his own. For 18 to hit.
That's my armor class.
So that hits. So he is going to strike you with this very large sword for that's 4, 5 for 8 damage.
Yep.
That's more or less all he can do at the moment. Yeah, I'll leave that for now. But as he hits you, he gives a big hearty laugh and takes a step back. So it's actually your turn now, Ray.
All right. With my with me seeing him laugh, I said, "Oh, I'll make you laugh. I want to go cast Thunder Wave."
Oh,
Ooh,
oh,
okay.
So my shoulder plates will lift up, and you like the boombox kind of thing, like the stereo. So just that will just blast him with a Thunder Wave.
Mm-hmm.
You need to go do a Constitution saving roll up and beat 11.
Okay.
But everyone in a 15-foot cube from me needs to make it.
Okay. So it's definitely going to catch those 3 red dots. Let's see. 5, 10. It will catch the wolf just about in front of Mrs. N as well. So
Noggins, dear.
that's the one. So I'll do one for. Right. So 15 for the guy in the middle.
Yep.
They're all going to be slightly different. 13. Yeah. I mean, the lowest was 13.
Alright, so they all save, but they take half damage, but they don't get pushed. So they take half damage of 2d8s. 5. That's 9 points of thunder damage.
Okay. Is that.
But half. But half.
So we'll say 5. Okay.
Right.
Cool. Fine.
Oh, I'm going to sit on the floor.
Anything else you want to do?
No, that's it.
Okay, cool. So from the shoulders, these they lift up, and this loud, thunderous burst of energy streams out from them. It doesn't quite hit as strong as it could, but it does phase them a little bit. So they're all a little bit frazzled. So that's cool. That's hit 4 of 5 of them anyway. So that's good. And then Mrs. Noggins, your turn.
Right, Mrs. Noggins. She's not happy and she's quite confused.
That literally is my motto every day. As this game goes on and on.
And she stands up because that javelin it hit her hard. And she starts to like levitate, and her eyes go red. And she's
Oh god, it's Baba Yaga.
and
That's all you need is Baba Yaga.
she casts where is it? Firebolt straight towards the wolf in front of her.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not very good at this. 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Oh shit, I lost that one. 6 damage. 6 fire damage.
Okay.
And then that's it. She hasn't got anything else.
Okay. So you levitate and shoot this orb of fire at this wolf, and it makes him a little bit crispy. He's still okay. He's still going, but his fur is a little bit singed.
Oh no.
Right. So that's the first round. So it'll go back to these guys again. Let's see. I am going to keep wolf that is next to Mrs. Noggins, where she is. The wolf next to Bar is going to try and run around him and take a bite at the sheep. This will give you an attack of opportunity.
Oh, John, don't you dare touch my sheep. No, naughty wolf. 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Nice.
And in comes, that's a little bit better. 10. Wah!
Wow. So in desperation, this wolf jumps around you to try and clamp down on the sheep with its giant jaws, but you pretty much, with one smooth movement, take out your sword and slice its head from its shoulders.
Ha, Wolfie. You'll stay with me, Mr. Sheep. We've got this. Not quite sure where that laugh's come from, but I like it.
The one in front of Mrs. Noggins is going to try and bite her again, and probably doesn't because I rolled a 7.
Miss.
And the two at the back, the one on the left is going to move to the side here just a little bit and try and throw a javelin at Bar while he's distracted, which will be 18 to hit.
Oh, bugger it. Yes, that's it.
Okay, so distracted by
thank
wolf,
you.
the javelin. Where am I? There we go. Javelin goes whizzing by, and you hear it before you can act, and it pierces your shoulder for 9 damage.
Dang, bro. Ooh, pardon me.
The one at the bottom right engaged.
Ow, you rotten little ruffian. I'm going to beat the snot out of you.
The one engaged with Baldus is going to try and hit him with his attack again, but only rolls a 13.
Yep. Just hits, just clashes with my metal.
Yes.
Nothing happens.
Steel on steel, and you hear a big clang ringing across the farm, and that's their turn. Just double check one thing. Okay, never mind. Okay, so it's Bar's turn again.
Buff.
Sorry, yes. Could possibly have to go to work again this evening. Right.
Oh no.
Where was I? Yes, that dirty ruffian that just threw that javelin at me. I'm going to come and get you. Sheepy, dive into the hay. Hide. I'm coming now. I think I had too much caffeine.
And no, a noble turned evil. Just from getting hit. Just got hit with a javelin. He
I'm
turned
coming,
evil.
Mr. Ruffian. Yes. You hurt me. You put stains on 20 to hit. Go, Bar.
Definitely hits.
And take this, you dirty ruffian. 12.
Okay.
Great sword's great. And because Daddy was getting Ulrich von Liechtenstein to teach me, he's taught me this one as well. Accept it. 24 to hit. Bring it on, you dirty, rotten scoundrel. 13 more damage to this man. Boom!
So because you took such exception to that javelin hitting you in the shoulder, you have steamrolled over to this giant of a man and with your sword run him through completely. And he now too, like his wolf companion, is now laying dead on the floor.
Excellent. Guess what I'm going to do, because I'm feeling rather joyous after watching 2 die. I see the man fighting my birdie friend. I move over to him.
Yep.
I perform action surge, and I'm going to attack him twice as well.
You can pick up my javelin rifle over there, dear.
16. Oh, it's my lowest roll yet. Boo.
16 does hit.
Oh, good. Eat my great sword. Here it comes. Another 10.
Okay.
And my final attack of this round.
Yay.
Boom! 17.
17 hits.
Here I come to save the day.
Love
So-
Blackadder.
Oh,
Cool.
you know, Barry's a beast.
He's so yeah, I can't really say much about that. You're taking out two of them and dealt combined 24 damage to the other one in one turn. So yeah,
Jesus.
I don't need to comment on that.
Barry's a beast. Man, I go as a fighter more often. This is fun. Yeah, that's me done.
This dude's turn to retaliate. I hope so. So he, in combat with you, is going to turn his attention towards you, and he's going to try and strike you with his greatsword. He's going to do so in a really reckless fashion. He's lost all technique. It's gone completely out the window. So he is just going to come almost like windmilling at you with this sword, and he is going to miss really badly because he rolled 9. So he's
His armor cost Daddy 1,000 gold. You're not going to get through it.
so
Sorry.
he obviously is so enraged that he just throws all caution to the wind. But in doing so, you very easily parry and swipe his sword aside, and he does not land his attack. Because he's come at you recklessly, it means that if anyone else does attack him this turn, they do so with advantage.
Cool.
So he takes a few swipes and just gets completely out of puff from doing so. So he's just kind of standing there, huffing and puffing out of breath now. And that's his turn. So it's Baldus next.
Yep. I'm going to punch the guy that's gone reckless with my thunder gauntlets.
Boom. I love this. It's just Tony Stank. That's your new name.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm more going War Machine, to be honest.
Anthony Stank.
So when I punch, when I use the thunder gauntlets, if it hits, they are disadvantaged if they face anyone else but me.
Okay.
So let's see if I actually hit him first. Good. A 14.
14 does connect, yeah.
So that's... And that is for 5 thunder damage.
Okay.
Goodoosh.
And as I can attack 2 times, I go give 1 to his buddy. Is that alright, Matt?
If you've got an extra attack or anything, yeah?
Yeah. I'm going to go aim not for the same guy, but for his buddy.
Yeah, okay.
With the same thunder gauntlets. With a 19. And I'm going to add the modifier. So
Yeah.
that'll be
So 19 plus stuff.
with again 5 thunder damage, and again disadvantaged if they don't face me.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you do kind of a left hook and a right hook, hitting the two of them, knocking them silly, and they are now dazed. So they feel like they should hit you, because if they don't, it's a bad idea for them. Cool. Mrs. Noggins.
Ew. She's currently having the wolf bite her skirt, her dress. She, oh, bad doggy, hitting it with her handbag. And she,
Where's the modifier, by the way?
what?
Is there a modifier for handbag swing? I want to know this.
Should be a +10.
She's that proficient in it.
Yeah. And she is going to. Where is it? Fucking hell! I saw it a minute ago. She's just gonna Eldritch Blast it.
Okay.
For a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
We got here. Oh man, I'm so unlucky. Plus. Oh no, it was 9. Yeah. What? No, it wasn't. No, it was 8. Okay, 8. Yeah, 8 damage. Force damage.
Okay,
Pardon me.
cool. So yeah, you fire this like otherworldly energy blast at this wolf, and it hits him square on, and he lets out a big yelp. He's now kind of still going, but he is very, very worse for wear. He's barely standing.
I think that's me done. Yeah.
Okay. In that case, then, that's the start of round 3. So, going from top to bottom again, Wolf is going to poor old Mrs. Noggins try and attack her again. 23 to hit.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
This poor grandma's getting eaten.
Oh.
Where's Red Riding Hood when you need her?
So in what is probably a last desperate act, it jumps at you, bites onto you, clamps onto your arm, and does 8 damage in total.
Oh, again. Wow.
And bottom right, this guy that's engaged with Baldus is going to try and strike him one more time for the fun of it. And he got a natural 1, so at this point his club is pretty much slipped out of his grip and dropped on the floor. So that's that. So yeah, that's their turn. So Bar, your turn.
Yes, right, fantastic. You want to attack me recklessly? I'll give you a good go. I'm glad I get to go reckless. That's 15, right? 15 a hit?
Yeah.
Wait, oh, cool. I didn't need the advantage. Nah! And you can eat my sword. Wow, 14.
Wow.
Bloody hell.
Mate, 2d6 plus 3 is wicked.
We're level 5.
But yeah, 14 on that. Is he still hanging in there, Matt?
He is, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to be nice, and I'm going to help Mrs. Noggins. So I've buried my sword in this fella, like this. Wah! I was taught how to use one of these too. And I pull out my little crossbow and fire it at the wolf. There we go. Pating! Oh, fucking hell. 21 to hit the little wolf.
21 will hit him, yeah.
Yes! Eat this, little wolf. 4!
Okay.
Almost doesn't seem like it's got as much oomph as the greatsword, but you know. Fun.
The oomph is enough, though. So this crossbow fires and catches him in the back of the head, which is more than enough to do him in, so he drops lifelessly on the floor. He was literally 1 point away
Oh my god.
You know, a strong breeze might have done it. At that. So that's
Or a handbag hit.
yeah, handbag. Cool.
That's
You're-
me. That's
yeah.
me, yeah.
Okay. So at this point, the guy who's instigated all this is looking very worried, and he kind of surveys the field for a second, and he turns to his friend and says, I'll trust you to finish this off. And he pushes him in front of Baldus, and he does a run for it. So as it goes for a run, it will get an attack of opportunity off of Ramaham.
Ooh.
Eat my great sword, you piece of shit. 16.
16 hits.
Here it comes. 12.
12. Okay. So you cleave him right between the shoulder blades, and you hear him let out a really loud yell of pain, but he does still run off and disappear into the distance. You can clutching
You dirty chicken bitch.
at the back where you hit him, but he does run off and disappears from your sight.
I was going to go do something, but alright.
What a chicken shitty scumbag. Well, Mr. Friend that has been left on his own, I do believe you're going to die.
Well, it's Baldus' turn next, so he may very well.
Scratch his eyeballs out, Baldus. I just got to ask you a question, Baldus. Do you own a gate? Matt got that.
I got
Thank
that.
you.
My cousin Boulders.
Sorry.
That's my distant cousin.
Ah, very good, very good.
I understand the confusion.
Yes, I'm sure I've met him at some point.
So I'm going to go do the 1-2 with,
The old 1-2. 1-2.
yeah, the Thunder Gauntlets. Well, would I really charge up for a strong attack? So let's go do a strong attack. So I just clench both my hands together and just,
Let one rip.
swing with both hands like a double-edged club. For 16.
16 hits.
Seven plus 2 is a 9 points of thunder damage.
Okay. So as you clasp both hands together and rear back and let him have it, as you hit him in the chin, it almost sounds like a bolt of lightning from the distance. And you hear his head snap round and he stumbles back a couple of steps and he's still there, but he is looking pretty bad. So one more half decent attack will probably be enough to take him down.
I've got one more attack.
Finish him.
I was going to shout for the sheep to headbutt him in the nuts.
So I go charge up my Thunder Gauntlet.
I'm
For 13.
13 misses, I'm afraid. So he narrowly dodges out the way as you try and strike him a second time. He kind of does like a small tuck and roll just to miss you.
I accidentally punched the farm.
hit the house.
And if that's your turn, then it's
That's my turn.
Mrs. Noggins.
Ooh, Mrs. Noggins. Mrs. Noggins is going to go for an Eldritch Blast. No, she's bloody well not. She's going to go for a Ray of Frost.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
For a 22 to hit. Then, where's my D8? Oh, come on. 6 frost damage.
Okay. Talk us through it, Mrs. Noggins.
Again, she raises off the ground, going, and she casts Ray of Frost, freezes him, and he shatters into a million pieces. Dead.
Cool.
And Mrs. Noggins lands again on the ground and goes,
I don't know what just happened.
What just
My
happened? What just happened? That was absolutely pipping, wasn't it?
Oh,
So
Thank
much
you very
fun.
much.
Blood and guts everywhere. It's wonderful.
oh no, not for me, dear. No, that's awful. I don't want to see things like
just-
that. I'm just an old lady.
So
I know it's completely out of topic, but did you ever found that mint, Mrs. Noggins?
I'll have another look for you, young man. Give me a moment.
Oh, goodness.
I've got some here, I'm sure they're here somewhere.
and
as the dust settles and Mrs. Noggins is looking for this mint to clear her palate after the battle, the sheep comes out from this pile of hay that it had been hiding in and looks around and says, "Oh, are they gone? Did you dispatch them?"
All bar one. One of the chicken little shitties ran off. It was a terrible, terrible shame. I got him, but not enough to bring him down.
Oh, he must have gone to alert my apprentice, the one who did this to me. I'm afraid that my apprentice, Mr. Alistair Noak, he's the one who's done this to me. He took my wand, and the wand is very good for an old spell called polymorph. So he's turned me into this blasted sheep and left me, as you can see. He's probably gone to alert him and give him the heads up. So if you are willing to help me to retrieve my wand, I believe we should act relatively quickly so we can hopefully get a jump on them.
Yes, of course, dear. I think we should help this poor animal get back to its field.
I had a fabuloso time beating up these darn ruffians. I'm in. Let's go and kill some more people. It's like I've got a bloodlust.
Young man, I've almost got that mint for you. Here you go.
Mrs. Noggins takes out it's already been sucked. It's like a humbug in the original wrapper. And she goes,
Oh, you don't mind this, do you?
and pass it to Baldus.
I am, concerned, but I try not to show it for kindness. So I gotta take it. Not to be insulting to poor Mrs. Noggins.
Fair. Thanks. Yes, well, I'm in. Mrs. Noggins is in. And if you're willing to eat that, I'm pretty sure you're in too, Boulders.
Yes, go on, dear.
I take it and say, a job's a job.
Badass.
There's a huge difference between being a banker and a, you know what I mean?
No, I have no idea what you mean, dear.
Mrs. Noggins, let's get you across that street.
Oh, yes, thank you very much.
I think we should let Mrs. Noggins assist us.
Well, I think I should lead the way.
Oh, by far the wisest and smartest of us all, Mrs. Noggins.
Sheep, come here. Come here,
Poor sheep now.
stupid animal.
He's not stupid, he's a dog. Sheep.
Stupid. Oh. Oh, sorry.
I'll have you know, I am a renowned wizard, madam.
Oh, it talks.
No,
She hits
you
it-
gave a short
She
memory loss.
hits it with the handbag.
No, you gave a short time memory loss. Oh, I love it.
Mrs.
Bloody love it.
Noggins, you stupid old bat.
Who's the demon? Don't talk to me like that.
Would you please control your
You should.
companion here?
I was going to say, my what? I've nothing to do with her. I met her about 10 minutes ago.
It doesn't matter when you met me, dear. You should always respect your elders.
Do you remember, Mrs. Noggins, do you actually remember meeting me?
Oh, don't be so rude. Of course I do.
Well, then why don't you remember meeting the talking sheep?
Because it's ridiculous.
Yes, it is quite true. A talking sheep is very ridiculous. But he's a renowned wizard, you know. What was your name? Paul Daniels.
Dear Mr. Shinebright, can you lead us the way to your tower?
Yes, I see your companion has
Yeah.
quite enough of this foolishness. Straight to the chase he is. So yes, I will direct you to my tower. So if you'll come with me, I will take you there.
I don't know if I can make it, dear. How far is it?
It will take approximately 30 minutes to get there. It's the other end of town.
Oh,
Mrs. Noggins, how about when all of this is said and done, right, we shave this sheep and you can take the wool home and make a nice jumper.
oh, well, I am proficient with knitting needles, yes.
I thought as much. You remind me very much of my nan.
Oh,
Such a wonderful
why
woman.
is that then?
God
dear?
rest her
Why-
soul.
yeah, well, concerning, isn't it?
Very good. Yes, right. So, to the tower!
Where?
During this time, you can have a short rest. So if you want to recover any hit points,
Yes.
Yeah, give me back my hit points.
so you
That rotten ruffian took me for 9, scumbag. I taught him a lesson though. Did you see him?
So,
He ate my blade.
Stop going with the laptop.
what do I have to go? What's my hit dice?
Oh my god, I'm shit at rolling.
Oh, that is brilliant. I'll go back to full hit points.
Come on. Temporary thing.
That ruffian will learn a lesson from me if it's the last thing I do. I want to go home and tell Daddy all about it.
I rolled 3d8 and got 6
So it's 1d8.
Why did you roll 3d8?
because you have to.
I got full health now.
Yeah, well, it's plus your constitution, dude.
Yeah. So 2.
well, I mean, you could just roll all of the hit dice, and then that would
Right, I'll take that as a hit.
be.
And I just want to point out, I missed something in the last round, and I need to remember it. I critical hit on a 19 or a 20. Please remind me, otherwise I will forget.
What?
Oh,
Stand.
yeah, okay.
Bog standard, I critical hit on a 19.
Oh, what? You chose the champion?
I am buff.
The unsung
I-
champion.
This is the first time I've been a human fighter, and Barama is a beast.
I like being a human. I don't know if you noticed.
No, we've not noticed at all, man.
Yeah.
Oh, we have noticed that you like warlocks a lot.
Yeah, they are quite fun when you get the right spell combination. They're pretty good, but I think Mrs. Noggins might be lacking a little bit.
We'll be all right. I mean, you know.
I got Jeff. Jeff was perfect.
What a girl that just spammed bonfire.
That's all I needed, baby.
Right, so yes, to the tower.
Oh, yes, okay, we will follow you, dear.
So this sheep takes center stage and leads you through town towards the other end to his tower. Throughout the walk through town, you're getting quite a few odd looks, not just because the group is not conventional, but also because you have a sheep that's leading you through the town itself. As he promised, it doesn't take very long to get there. So you go from the south side all the way through the middle to the north, and a short distance outside of the town, you can start to see this large tower just off in the distance, which you approach from the south side. The tower itself, as you get closer, is a little bit odd in that it looks as though it is not purely man-made. It looks to be different from what you'd expect. And as you do get to kind of 50 odd feet away from it, you can see that the tower itself almost looks as though it's been crafted out of trees, out of branches. So the tower is made of lots of almost like spiraling wood reaching up to a point and arching into the peak of the tower itself. Where you're standing is just at the bottom of this path here, and you can see ahead of you the tower standing where, let's just get this up here. So you're more or less literally at the bottom of this path here, about 50 feet away from the tower. There is a small building just as you're looking at it to the left of the tower. Not quite sure what it is, but you have the guy who you saw before, who did a runner, is standing there talking with another person just there. This person is very similarly clad and looks very similar to him, humanoid, but more muscular, protruding jaw, large canine teeth coming out the top and bottom of its jaw, and he is carrying a very large sword on his back as well. And the guy that you were fighting before is speaking to him and looks still very out of the path, still very worn down, and he's trying to obviously communicate something to him. Aside from that, at a glance, you can't quite see anything. Unfortunately, although the sheep is still with you, the spell is now non-existent. It's run out. You notice as you got halfway through town that his speech turned to bars, and he now...
Oh, look, he's saying my name! Such a clever sheep.
It's a very confusing trip. And he unfortunately was not able to convey that much more than he already did to you. So you're now there with the sheep, kind of crouching away from the tower, just out of sight. And it's up to you how you want to approach the situation.
I'm actually imagining a walk through the town with a bit of, bah, yes? Bah, yes? Bah, what do you want?
Have they noticed us yet, Matt?
Not at the moment. They're engaged in conversation.
I'm going to shoot the one that I was beating up.
I want to go cast magic missile.
I was going to disguise self and just walk past.
Oh.
No, I'm going to shoot him with my crossbow.
I was going to go do magic missile.
I was going to disguise myself as a sheep. A sheep and run off. Let them see me and then run off. Oh, wait, can I even do that? No, probably not.
No.
I think other humanoid.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, other humanoid, yeah.
And you can adjust your size by you can make yourself a foot taller or a foot shorter.
I'm going to disguise myself as a sexy lady.
Oh, but Mrs. Noggins, you are a very sexy elderly lady.
Hey, well, back in my day, dear. Oh.
Yes, I could just imagine the amount of ankle you used to be showing.
Oh, yes. Oh.
Marvelous, marvelous. Yes.
I can still do
Dad,
it today, you know.
Dad. Daddy told me about all those kind of things of how he met my mother.
Oh, dear.
She worked in the local whorehouse, you know.
That is a shame, isn't it?
You bastards! Oh, I ruined it. Sorry. Sorry, Matt. I ruined your role.
Well, we
No, not at all.
Ruined what? By calling me a bastard. I'm sure that I've said shit.
I will apologise for the rule that the DM made.
Yeah, ask for forgiveness,
From now
not
on.
permission. It's fine.
Now on, no rude words. Please do not say fuck or bugger.
Ah, yes, I tell you what, I'm going to bugger this guy with my crossbow. Fuck the lot of them.
Oh my.
So can I take an opportunistic shot with my crossbow, Mr. DM?
Same with me with my magic missile.
It's up to you, whichever plan you want to go with between the three of you.
I'm shooting! I'm not even going to ask. Fire!
Okay, cool.
If you are doing it, I'm going to go cast magic missile.
My inexperience of combat, you see.
So if you're happy with attacking, they don't know you're there, so you can do magic missile hits regardless.
Yes.
The crossbow, if you want to fire that off, obviously you can roll for attack.
Cool. Well, the crossbow was a 16 to hit.
Yeah.
Which one are you aiming for?
The one that ran away from me because he was a chicken bitch.
Alright, so I'll aim for the full health one with all 3 missiles.
Well, I'm going to see if this guy dies first. Oh, that's actually quite good with my little crossbow. 6.
Yeah, it's enough to kill him. He was pretty worn down, so bolt from nowhere pierces him through the neck as he's talking to his pal, and he lets out and he collapses on the floor dead.
As he hits the floor, I go, should you run away, should you, you little bitch?
4,
Die like a man.
Will you stop with that
7.
foul language?
What? Die?
Don't you answer me back?
I hit him with my handbag.
1. That's 12 damage from magic missile.
Okay. So this other guy, he sees his friend fall to the floor with this arrow in his neck, and before he knows it, there are these 3 magic projectiles that hit him in the chest, and kind of hits him that hard that he's winded, and he kind of looks around and tries to see where this is coming from, and then he can spot the 4 of you off in the distance.
He sees my smoking arm.
Although Sheepy can't talk to us, does he still understand us?
He will still understand you, yeah.
Okay.
So, with that attack, the guy that's standing near the well, he starts to shout, and he shouts, Sir, they're here. And from out of the tower comes a relatively tall man who is wearing wizard robes that look to be ill-fitting. They look to be a little bit short in the sleeve. He has a long mane of black hair, and he has quite a youthful complexion. Looks like he's barely in his 20s. And he looks around to who it was that called him. He then looks towards where he's pointing and can see the 4 of you, Sheep included, off in the distance, and says, "Oh, I see my old master managed to recruit someone to try and take this back." And he twiddles a wand between his fingers and gives a really big shit-eating grin as he does so, and says, "Well, I suppose it's a good chance to try this bad boy out, so have at it." And this is again where we roll for initiative.
Yeah, I like initiative. Oh, bugger!
I love initiative. Ah, bugger.
5. Oh,
Well,
Wait.
I have assumed my position again at the
No,
back of the crew.
sorry, 7. I didn't add my initiative bonus.
I have assumed my position at the back of the crew again with a fantastical...
11 for me.
Okay.
Sheepy, dive, dive.
Okay, so
Hello, Sheepy. Where the fuck is that from?
What, Sheeby?
Sheepy. Yeah, I don't know why that came
Oh,
in my head
sheepy.
randomly.
I think
Sheepy.
that's from anything.
Oh, 8 A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Oh, yeah.
Carry on.
Hmm.
Not a bad movie.
I actually quite like it. It's Charlize Theron's in it. That does it for me.
I like the comedy.
No, Charlize Theron. Just
okay, so it's actually this guy's turn at the front.
yay.
So he, with this grin still on his face, turns towards this large stump of wood that you can see next to the tower. And he points the wand at the stump, and very slowly it starts to transform. He has cast some sort of spell on it that now changes its makeup completely. So the stump grows larger and starts to twist and turn into all different kinds of directions until it has very long neck with a lizard-like head with razor-sharp teeth in its mouth, a large body with wooden wings, and a large wooden tail. And once its transformation is complete, it lets out a large roar, and lots of wooden splinters come out as it roars. So you've now got a large wooden dragon in front of you.
Great.
And this wizard turns around and laughs and looks at the sheep and says, well, Reginald, I can see why you wanted to hang on to this bad boy. You should have taught me how to use it in the first place. Then maybe I wouldn't have turned you into a sheep. That's
No, I do believe that you're just a bit of a dick.
Oh dear.
Not really sure what else can happen here other than us chop your freaking head off and feed it to the ants. Is that a threat? Ants? They're scary, right? Cool.
So his friend by the well is going to have a turn as well. So he is going to, let's see, actually. Okay. So he's going to stay where he is, but he is going to chuck a javelin from where he is. In fact, I think that's too far. Don't think they've got that much of a distance. Hang on. Yeah, they don't. So he's going to try and throw it, but he's not very good with a javelin. I've done Baldur's yellow, Bar blue, Mrs. Noggins purple, just for reference. So he goes to throw this javelin towards Baldur's as he's nearest, but he only manages to get a 14. So the javelin flies towards him, but falls about 10 feet short in front of him, and he looks very embarrassed. And the wizard looks to him and kind of gives a...
I've got to say to Mrs. Noggins, go javelin.
Oh, well, nobody picked it up there. It's still over by the other place.
We got a new one.
Oh, thank you very much.
And with that, it is Baldur's turn.
Okay. Let's see what I can do. Is the short wizard and his human body 10 feet from each other?
No, each square is, for the sake of scale, going to be around 5 feet.
Cool.
So about 25, 30 feet away.
All right, just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Pardon me. Mm.
Don't know why I go inspect the gadget in my head. So I'm gonna do magic missile again, and aim for the wizard, the young one.
The young one.
Is he 120 feet away from me?
Yeah, he is. I mean, distance-wise, roughly 10, 20.
About 70 feet.
Yeah.
All right. So you still see my arm aimed from the other guy, just change direction to the kid.
Not a child. He looks older than me.
3, 6, 8 plus 1, so that's 9 damage for magic missile.
Okay, cool. So you fire out these 3 blasts of energy, and they likewise, to his friend, hit him square in the chest. Gives a bit of a wounded or a winded sound as they make impact, but he is still very much in good health.
Yeah, that's me done.
Okay, you're gonna stay put, yeah?
Yeah, yeah, stay where I am.
Okay, fair enough. So this dragon-like creature that's now appeared, he is going to take flight and soar over towards where you're all standing. That will put him roughly around here. And he is going to check one thing. He is going to rear up his head, and he is going to fire these splinters of wood towards Mrs. Noggins and Bar. I'm just going to call you Bar. Towards Bar.
Baram, it's not that difficult.
I need you both to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yo, dexterity, eh? Marvelous. Marvelous, I tell you. Oh,
7.
yeah, we got hit.
So what did you get? 7 and
8.
7 and 8.
8. Okay. So this is going to deal 15 damage.
Ow.
Can I take a reaction?
What's the reaction?
Hellish Rebuke.
Oh, counter!
Is that? Can I do that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Ooh.
Oh,
This is Noggins in her rage. She covers up. And her teeth are sharpened, her eyes are bloodshot. You can see fire in her eyes.
Speaking.
Dex saving throw. Is it Dex saving throw? Yeah, Dex saving throw.
How much?
I'll tell you if you make it.
Fair enough.
11.
Fail. Oh, baby. Come on, Rose. 7. Oh shit! Drop that one. 6. 6. 8. What's that?
That 668 is 20.
Plus 7.
27 then.
Yeah. So 27 fire damage.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, cool. So in a matter of minutes or moments, this large dragon flies over and throws like a hail of splinters over the two of you with 15 damage, but Mrs. Noggins, in her rage, returns almost double the damage to the dragon with this fiery energy that emits from her in her rage. And he's all right. This dragon looks to be pretty tough, so it does singe him. You can see some of him is now black.
You're
right, Matt?
We're losing him. We're losing him.
But he's very strong.
Okay.
This happens.
Tell Emma to get off the internet.
Actually, Mrs. Noggin. Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you. You're moving very slowly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Slower than
Yeah.
me? Okay. Okay, how this normally happens. Mrs. Noggins' turn.
Ooh. And I cast Mirror Image. Casted, baby.
I hate that spell.
Did we figure out how it works exactly?
Yeah, so every time you want to hit, so if I move around the battlefield, my mirror images will follow me. And if you want to hit, you've got to... Oh shit, where is it? If you ever do...
But basically, Matt,
So you roll 6 or higher so I roll a 6 or higher on a d20 to change your target to one of my mirror images. When I have 2, it's an 8 or higher. When I have 1 left, it's an 11 or higher.
Okay.
And the duplicate's AC equals to 10 plus my dex modifier, which is 2.
so
12.
to kill a mirror image, you've only got to beat 11.
Okay.
That's it.
Are
Uh,
there
uh,
2 or 3? Are there 2 or 3 mirror images?
Oh, there's 3. So there's Mrs. Noggins and then 3 more Mrs. Nogginses. So there's 3
Okay.
3 mirror images.
The funny thing is, I can do the same.
Oh yeah.
You get given it.
Matt, do you want to pause while you're sorting your computer out? Because we've lost you again. Okay. So, Mrs. Noggins, it was your go.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
You've done the mirror image.
Yeah, mirror image, and I'm going to move away. I'm going to move sort of up to the left of the path. Yeah, sort of far as far away as.
And then cast mirror image, because then Matt only had to move one of you.
Yeah, sorry, that was yeah, too late. So yeah, in fact, sorry, don't do that. Go behind the stone thing,
The what?
the rock. Yeah.
The stone thing.
Same thing.
The boulder.
Yeah.
Is that your boulder?
Stone.
It's a nice boulder.
I want to hide behind the woody thing. That's a tree.
Yeah, you don't have to do all the mirror images if you don't want to.
No,
You
I
just-
don't.
What about the
Okay.
big red thing?
What's
That's
the
the
little
dragon.
red thing next to it? Is that just a mistake?
It's a random dot that showed up.
Oh, okay.
It's a blimp.
It's a baby dragon.
So am I out of range? Not out of range. So I'm out of line of sight from the dragon.
Yeah, you've got like half cover now.
All right, sweet. Yeah, I'm finished.
Okay. Bar.
Yeah, right. So I won't run as far as my 30 feet of movement can run me towards that large orcish-looking pointy-teethed fellow.
Okay. So
Because unfortunately, at distance, I'm pretty shite.
that'll put you about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About here, give or take.
Okie dokie. So I run my full distance, and then I would like to fire my crossbow at him. Eat my crossbow, you large, large man.
I thought you were going to say rage then.
I would like to rage.
I would like to rage. No, I've got no raging. Yeah, what did I say? 16.
16 hits, yeah.
Yeah, eat my crossbow. 3.
What?
I just said from range, I'm shit. All right. So I need to get there and start swinging my greatsword. And yeah, I fire it again because you know I can. Ah, that's better. 18.
18 hits.
Give me a better hit. Following up with another bow. Oh, for fuck's sake. 3.
Don't quit your day job, dear.
I want to hit you with my sword.
You'll do better next time, I know it. Good boy.
Attack. Pew, pew. I'm going to shoot him with my crossbow. Pew, pew. Yeah, that's me.
He's very enthusiastic, I'll give him that.
Pew, pew.
Well, you hit him. You hit him, so that's the important bit. Okay.
On the tank. Yeah, 6 damage with 2 turns. Woo. Oh, have we lost Matt again?
Matt,
Matthew!
give me the defib.
Vegas?
And we're back after the technical difficulties. We'll try again. Keep going.
Cool. So I think it was Balance's turn who ran in and shot the orc with a couple of bolts from the crossbow.
Yep.
So
Yes.
Freaking awful.
okay. So where are we? Is that the last thing that happened?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. No, I got my turns mixed up. Okay. So it's the wizard's turn then. So what he is going to do. Okay. My Zoom's just restarted for a second time.
Oh.
And we're back in the room. Poxy weather.
Back in.
So
Play D&D.
we'll try this again. So the wizard outside of the tower is seeing Bar making his way gradually towards him, and he's a little bit nervous, so he is going to point the wand towards him, and he is going to cast Fireball. That's bolt, not ball, so don't worry.
Fire.
So he is going to make a ranged attack. Oh, it's probably going to hit. So it's going to be 21 to hit.
Oh no, it's a miss, man. I'm just all right.
So it's going to be 1d10 fire damage. 8. So 8 fire damage.
I'm on fire! Which, I know I've got one. I've got a better one. My ass is on fire.
You shouldn't eat that chili.
But that's all he's going to do. So that's his turn. And
Quick question. Does anybody have any healing?
No.
Got the feeling I might
I
die.
do if you fall conscious.
No, I have no healing here, darling.
Oh,
Only if you actually die.
oh,
I got.
bloody hell. All right.
What? Are you dead?
No, but I've just got this feeling. Come
You're
on,
gonna
let's go.
die.
so the other guy is going to try and hide slightly behind the well. And he is going to throw another javelin towards Bar, but he's a little bit too far out, so he's going to try his hardest. He's going to do it with disadvantage. Yeah, 6. That is clearly going to be a miss. So he kind of very quickly, without thinking or aiming properly as he gets behind this well, throws this javelin, but it misses completely. Like the other one, falls short, and like before, the wizard turns to him and just kind of gives a, and he's now looking really ashamed. But it is Bar's turn next.
Yes, well, I'm jolly good show with that javelin, but I'm coming to get you. As close as I can get.
You are within melee distance now.
Eat my great sword, you toothed abomination. 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Kapow! 15. Double sixes.
Okay.
And now, because that javelin, that dirty, dirty little boy you are, eat my great sword again. Ha ha. 14.
14's enough.
14's another hit. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a miss. Doodle-doo-doo. Oh, no, it's exciting. 12. Ow.
Okay. So he's really hurt. He tried to use the well for cover, but it didn't do any good. He's clearly not the brains of the operation. So he's taken 2 pretty bad hits with the sword across the chest and in the side, and he's bleeding pretty profusely. He's still there, still standing. The sword in his hands is very shaky. So it looks like maybe not a, well, not a weak gust of wind, but maybe a strong one would be enough.
Okay. And as my bonus action, I would like to take a deep breath and use second wind,
Okay.
which is going to give me, oh, you beauty. Yeah, that's what I needed.
Finish him.
No, that's right. This is just to get me some hit points back. I asked you guys if you had healing. You all answered no.
I said I do if you fall over.
I get a D10 plus 5, and when you roll a 10 on the dice, pow,
I think you got the same spell as me.
back to 41.
It's not a spell. It's a 5
No,
stability.
it's just a,
So when he dies, you can revive him.
no, it's a second
Yeah.
wind. I get second wind. I get a D10 plus 5 HP back.
No, but I was talking to Ray.
Oh,
So the dragon's turn next. So he is going to fly up on top of this rock.
No.
Deja vu of a dragon.
Oh dear.
This is like deja vu, ain't it?
Yeah.
So he gets 2 claw attacks. So he is going to try and hit you twice. So I roll as normal, and then you roll after to see if it gets redirected, right?
Now you've targeted him. Dan rolls to see whether you hit him or a mirror image.
You hit a mirror image,
And again,
Okay.
and then a mirror image for the second one.
right. So you hit both mirror images. So you just got to beat 11, Matt, to destroy an image.
So the first one, beat 11 against AC, or is that?
Yeah, AC.
There's no damage to roll.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Okay. But the first one was 23.
Oh my god.
I think that mirror image is gone.
Second one is a natural 20.
Oh.
Definitely gone.
Oh god. It was out of that spell and another spell, and I should have done the other spell.
I got to say, Dan, that those mirror images have just saved your life.
Yeah.
Or been
pretty much.
another Jeff.
Yeah.
They've just saved your life. And that 20 off of a claw off of a dragon. Wow.
That's all he's going to do. So it's Mrs. Noggins' turn. No, it isn't. Hang on. I think I've messed the order up from all this technical difficulties. Hang on.
Oh dear.
Right. It should have been Baldus before the dragon. So my bad. So if you have your turn and then... Oh, wait a minute. I was wrong. It was the dragon's turn. So now it's Mrs. Noggins' turn.
Oh.
I need to make this clear.
Okay, man.
Yeah, had a go. Yeah.
Well, I noticed the fire damage didn't have any extra effect. So I would like to cast a True Strike.
Okay.
This gives me insight into the target's defenses. And then on my next turn, I gain advantage.
Okay. Bear with me. So,
Dragon.
okay. I just need to double check how much info you get.
Yeah.
I'll go and tell you stuff that you don't need to know.
All weaknesses and strengths, Matt. So basically, it's defenses and conditions, or defenses and resistances. That's it. So just resistances, immunities, and vulnerabilities.
I don't think it has any, actually.
Oh, no.
It says nothing for vulnerabilities, nothing for resistances, nothing for immunities.
Oh,
So-
what a waste.
but
Mrs.
you-
Noggins.
You get advantage on your next attack, it says, for True Strike.
Yeah, that's it.
So you found out nothing, but get advantage anyway. Take it.
It's the risk you got to take.
I don't think I've ever seen a creature with nothing before. That's really.
It's got nothing on it. No vulnerabilities, no immunities, no resistances. So we can say, I guess, because it's kind of like a magical being, or I don't know, perhaps because it's a bit of wood with a bit of magic imbued in it. I don't know how it works exactly, but yeah.
Okay, well, it is what it is, lads.
I'd like to Run away from the dragon.
Okay.
Waddle away.
Just like in the opposite direction.
As
Are you going like right or left?
I'm going like up, like sort of towards the wizard. Or in
Okay.
fact, up to like just where the stump is. If I can
Okay.
get there. Wait, what's my
That is quite far
30,
away.
30 feet is my speed.
Yeah, so each square is literally going to be 5 feet. So to give you an idea,
Oh shit, yeah.
it will probably put you about here.
Oh god. Nah, I'll just stay there. Fuck. Oh man. Is it like last time you said I know it was a different one. It was our main campaign.
Your main
2
campaign.
squares was 5 feet, but yeah, it's a
Yeah,
completely
no,
different map.
I've scaled it down for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine. If you want to stay where you are, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay, now it is Baldur's turn.
Alright, so I would like to go right in front of the dragon.
Go Baldus. Go Baldus.
Like the opposite sides to where Mrs. Noggins is, or kind of
In
this
front of the sheep.
right there.
So I'm
Okay.
defending the sheep.
Yeah.
And is that as far as I can go? And I'm not melee distance.
You're not melee distance. I mean, he's probably 10 feet in front of you. As far as yeah, I mean, that's as far as you can go. You have to climb up onto the rock to be in melee distance, but that more or less is your 30 feet right there.
I don't even have 30 feet, to be honest. I've got less. Got 25 feet.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, more or less there.
Alright.
Let's scooch you back a tiny bit, but like here.
Yeah, that's fine. And I'll cast Magic Missile again. At the dragon. Let's go. 4, 6. That's 8 damage to the dragon.
Okay. Okay. So taking advantage of him being occupied, you fire off more of these magical bolts, which make contact very easily. Still doesn't seem two-faced at the moment. This dragon still is standing pretty strong and doesn't look to be getting tired just yet.
Fair enough. I'll be now defending Sheepy.
Okay. Cool. So that's it for round 2. So the wizard is going to, because he can see you attacking his dragon, he's going to step a little bit closer towards Baldus, kind of be halfway between his tower and him. And he is going to cast, if I can find my note. There it is. Just trying to double check the exact specifics of this one. Okay. So he is going to take the wand, point it towards Baldus, because he's pretty annoyed with him attacking his dragon. And okay, natural 20.
Oh no.
So what happens is he takes the wand and you hear like a crackle coming from it, and a beam of almost like electric energy fires towards your armor and hits it square in the back as you're distracted by this dragon. And it may be because you're wearing this armor that it conducts the energy more so, and it deals more damage, but it deals 2d12 lightning damage. It is a 7, so it could have been worse. So 7 lightning damage from the attack. Just checking to see, there's one thing about the condition. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So it's a concentration spell. So unless he casts something else, it will deal 1d12 each turn when it's his turn again.
Okay.
Cool. That's it for him. The one engaged with Bar is going to try and attack him with the sword that he's holding for a natural 1. So he is pretty worn down. He is pretty sore. So he takes the sword out of its scabbard and tries to swing it, but he doesn't have enough energy to even lift it. He's that worn down. So doesn't even get anywhere near you to hit you. It does take us to your turn.
Now I'm going to say, let me show you something that my mother taught me.
You swing with a handbag.
Oh, natural 19.
Remember, you crit on a 19.
Mm-hmm.
That 4d6 plus 3. And that gives us, oh, that's not that great. 15. It was a crit. Boo.
Well, 15 is more than enough to put him out of his misery. So he's pretty much whimpering there in front of you on one knee, barely holding on to the sword, and you just have at it, and you just hit him with
How about me?
But he collapses.
Avante! Yes, my mother taught me that one. And I stroke the shaft of my sword.
But that, yeah, that is him done. So that's one down, two to go.
It's like, to the wizard!
You're a little bastard.
Okay.
So I've done one attack. I've got full movement. Okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah, it'll put you just about where he is, roughly.
Melee range with my greatsword. That's all I need. That's all I need.
Swing better.
Swing, better, swing. Can make you more lyrical. Swing in my body, with a thing. Good boy, Berber, make you ching. Swing, better, swing. Sorry.
What?
Come on, Babe Ruth.
Okie yes. Ah, Mr. Wizard. Yes, we've been looking for you. Would you like to meet my sword? Baha!
You want to meet Stanley?
21 to hit.
Ooh.
21 hits. Pierces his body.
And with a swish and a swish and a swash. Oh, 7.
Oh, that sucks.
But do you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to action surge.
Ooh.
So I can attack him again. Lots of fun. Swings and swings and swings. 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Very, very good.
Natural 19
Eat
or
my
dirty 19?
dirty 19. Another 8 damage.
Okay.
And second one on the action surge. Net 20!
Yes.
Oh, poor kid.
Here he comes. Yes, very good, very good. 19.
Mm.
Pow! What do you think about that, Mr. Wizard Man?
Good.
He's not a fan. So he has to now make 3 Constitution saving throws for the spell that he's casting, otherwise it stops. So let me see.
I made you eat my blade.
He failed the first one, so that's that. So this spell attack that he was casting on Baldus has now faded. He's taken so much damage that he just can't concentrate on keeping the spell going. So he's now freed of this lightning damage that's been piercing him for the last couple of seconds.
Thank you.
And he's already not looking great. He's not really wearing much armor, so it's pretty easy to hit him. So yeah, he's looking pretty rough.
I think that was a very successful turn, don't you?
I agree.
Yes, well done, dear. Very good. Such a good boy.
Thank you, Mrs. Doggins. You can knit me a woolly jumper later on.
Oh, I will. Oh, I would love to.
Yeah, I got nothing left.
Okay. So it's the dragon's turn next. Upon hearing his master cry out in pain, he's alerted to the fact that he's now in combat. So he turns and directs his attention to Bar.
Of course he does.
And he will try and hit with 2 claw attacks. Don't want to mix up a d12 with a d20. So first one, 6.
Yeah.
Second one is a 23 to hit.
Oh, yeah, got me. Ow!
So that is 11 damage from this claw.
That was only one of the claws.
Oh no.
How bad are you?
Mean dragon. Ow.
Oh, naughty.
Although this wizard was starting to panic a little bit, now that he has his dragon backing him up, he's got this grin back on his face, and he's looking really smug about things at the moment. But that is the dragon's turn. That's all he can do for now. So it's
Yes,
Mr.
well,
Noggin.
thank God for that, is all I have to say. Ow! Father never told me about fighting no wooden dragons. Very peculiar. Very peculiar
Oh,
indeed.
he's moved away now. Oh, for God's sake. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast. And as a special, it pushes him back 10 feet in a straight line if it hits. And there's no saving throws.
Would you move yourself into a position you could shoot him where he won't hit you?
Yes, well, I'll climb up onto this stone here. Or this, yes. Yeah, is it a stone? A rock?
Um,
Boulder.
A what? Sorry, dear.
That's your boulder? That's a nice boulder.
Ooh.
There's a nice boulder.
So, oh, she manages to get up there. And she's going to go into one of her crazed laughing fits.
as she does.
And nat 20
Oh, nice.
plus 6, so 26, obviously. And then 1d10. Come on, baby. And then plus 5, so that's 13 damage. Hang on, let me double in it. So yeah, 18 force damage, and I want to push him 10 feet. Directly away, I believe. I'm assuming that this special doesn't have it doesn't say anything about anybody doing a saving throw. It just says it's an eldritch, what is it, incantation or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless it says otherwise, if there's no saving throw listed, then it just does it. Yeah.
Mm. Roger. And yeah, that's me. It's me done.
Okay. Cool.
If this dragon get pushed 10 feet, I'll be like, go there, Mrs. Noggins!
Sorry, dear. I didn't know what you mean. What happened?
So Baldus's turn again.
I want to go cast Shatter, but are they 10 feet away from each other or not?
They are a little bit further away.
Okay.
Have we had like double casters before?
Yeah, you can't. No, actually, we haven't.
It's pretty good.
It's all right if you got a tank.
Just do a full team of casters, each one concentrating on one type of spell.
I don't know. I like casters. I just think they're a bit squidgy.
Heal, a healer, support, and attack.
So yeah, I would like to aim for the kid with Shatter, but not as far to go hit Bar. I got 60 feet.
So
It's a 10 feet radius.
10 feet radius, centered on a point. Yeah, I mean, if you center it a little bit behind him, then it won't hit Bar.
Yeah.
So Constitution saving throw.
11.
Mm-hmm.
So you just see me like with my hand palm open. It looks like a little grenade coming out of my hand.
Okay. So he rolled 5.
Alright, so he gets full damage.
Mm-hmm.
Full damage. Or 3d6. 3d8.
Mm-hmm.
That's quite good.
7.
What's Shatter? Shatter's level 2, isn't it?
Yes, no.
Cincher.
7 to 5. So that's 14 points of thunder damage.
Mm.
Can you hear me, Mr. Wizard? I don't know why I've gone from Norwich now.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that. Yes. Very totally good. Marvellous. Yes. Can you hear me, Mr. Wizard? Bet you're a bit mutton now, aren't you? Yeah, cheap.
So after that, he is, not looking good. he is really struggling to even keep conscious now. So he is going to, let's see. We have given him really shit spells.
You can't change that now, Matthew.
Just giving
No,
him
no.
bonfire over and over.
Just want to check how one of them works.
Bonfire is a pretty good spell, actually.
That's your favourite spell, ain't it?
It's a great spell.
So every single person that you meet that's a spellcaster is going to have bonfire.
No, actually, Mrs. Noggins doesn't have bonfire. I was very tempted, but yeah.
Blasphemy.
I thought I'd try something different. There's a couple of spells that are the same. Eldritch Blast, Poison Spray,
Image.
Mirror Image, yeah. And I had Magic Circle, but I've used up all my pack boons, so I can't, all my pack slots or whatever they are. So I can't cast any more of those hardcore spells.
So all this wizard's going to do is, in one last desperate attempt to inflict something on the group, going to fire another firebolt, this time at Baldus in retaliation. Like a 12. So he obviously couldn't quite hold the wand straight, and the firebolt whizzed about 15 feet past the shoulder. And the wizard is now, from that last attack on him, is really not looking good. He's now coughing up blood and clutching his chest with his free hand. So he's not probably going to last that much longer. Dragon is looking a little bit better, but he is concerned for his master's well-being. It's Baldus's turn. Not Baldus, Bar's turn.
No, yes, I'm enjoying hitting this wizard so much, I'm going to do it again. Eat my sword, wizard. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty enough.
Eat my sword. 8.
Okay.
And second attack. Another dirty 20. Oh, 15 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you can describe this one if you want.
Well, my mother taught me this whirling blade trick, and what you do is you swing it round and you bring it right up in between their legs and slice until you can't slice anymore, until you make it through all the way to the top. You can imagine what happens next.
Present.
Mother used to use that on some of the patrons that were a little bit too handsy.
Nice. Yeah, so that's him done. Do you have anything else you can or want to do?
No, I get 1 action surge, 1 second wind. Yeah, bonus actions are not something this guy comes with, unfortunately. So yeah, that's me done.
Okay. It's the dragon's turn again then. So he, seeing his master now in 2 pieces rather than 1, he rears up and he breathes out this breath of splinters again at you. So, dexterity saving throw.
Oh yes, marvelous. 3.
Okay. Being so preoccupied, you don't notice this happening, so you do take the full brunt of it. Which is 21 damage.
Dang, bro.
Oh.
Save me. Save me. Somebody freaking save me.
Run, boy, run! To the tower!
Save me. What was that? 21 damage, right?
Jump in the well.
Dang. Save me. Somebody bloody save me.
4d6. It was 3 5s and 1 6.
Oh, shit. Save me.
Good effort firming
Somebody
it.
freaking save me.
Oh, I'm not going near that thing.
Oh, shit.
So Mrs. Noggins, it's your turn to.
Oh, well, here we go.
Mrs. Noggins! Mrs. Noggins! Save me, please save me!
Don't you worry, dear. I'm on my way.
Can Mrs. Noggins move maximum distance north?
What, north or towards the dragon?
Towards her maximum distance north.
Yeah, so like towards the tower or towards.
Yeah, like towards, let's say towards the tower.
Okay.
Right, it's towards the entrance. Okay.
Put you about here.
And yeah, Eldritch Blast, that shit. For a 18 to hit.
It hits.
And come on, baby. Oh, you fucking wing. That is a 13 force damage, and I want to push the beast 10 feet again.
Okay. So
it's in a straight line. That would explain the movement. And this is the best I can do to save you.
It's all I can do, dear. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, it's all right. That's not bad. Good start. Pip, pip. What?
Thank you.
okay.
Standing there with my knife picking little splinters out of my arm.
Right. Yeah, Baldus then.
Can I go to my maximum movement towards the dragon? Which is 25.
Yep.
I'll use my last magic slot to cast Magic Missile. Which is 3d4. 2, 4,
6, 8. Who do we appreciate?
that's 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Trying to get his attention.
Okay. It does get his attention a little bit, but it is now Bar's turn.
For death or glory!
Oh no. Are you moving closer?
Yeah. The damn thing. 15.
15 misses,
Damn
unfortunately.
it! It's my first miss.
No.
Be nice to me, Beyond. Don't fucking do this to me. That's better. Dirty 19.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Good. Ah, double sixes. It was nice. 15 damage.
Okay. So the dragon is now looking, after the last couple of attacks, in pretty bad shape. Wood is chipping off of him gradually, bit by bit, and starting to crumble off of his body. It's probably not too much longer before he's completely done in, but he does still have a little bit of fight left in him. It is his turn, so
And I'll put my sword on the floor. I wipe the blood from my nose. I spit at the dragon.
he's going to do 2 claw attacks then.
Sorry.
One is a 13,
Ah.
the other is a 7.
Oh, you're so lucky.
You goaded him, and it worked.
Fuck you, fuck you.
So he, whether it be from being in really bad shape now, or whether it be that he let his guard down with you just kind of laying down your arms in front of him, he missed both times. And he's not going to move. He's going to stay where he is. And it's Mrs. Noggins' turn again.
Mrs. Noggins is gonna waddle in as far as she can, and she is going to. Oh no, that's only 10 feet. Oh, right, okay.
When you want to go as far as you can, it will probably put you about here.
So within 10 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, and poison spray. So you got to do a Constitution saving throw.
20.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so that is. Yeah. So half 17. Should we go round up 8? Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah.
8 poison damage.
Okay. And with that, tell us what happens.
Mrs. Noggins lifts up her blouse
No.
and just sprays. Just goes for it. Just.
Please, that's going to be the final kill. Is you pissing?
And she sprays the dragon, and the dragon just disintegrates, and little skull and crossbones floating up in the air, and the dragon's
Why are
dead.
your warlocks so vile?
She's like almost.
Why don't piss on people?
Whenever she has to do something that involves violence, she sort of zones out.
I've noticed.
It's her it's her fiend that's within her. The fiend
Guys,
takes over.
I'm there, arm resting on my sword, absolutely knackered, blood pissing from my face from getting clawed by a dragon. And I turn around, I see this. I kind of go, oh, Mrs. Noggins, no, just no. Oh, come on, please. Oh.
Anyway, whatever is the matter, dear? Let me nurse you back to health.
No, it's all, I'm all right. I'm okay. I'll manage.
As she's leaning over to help you, one of her boobs
I don't need to know. No, no.
slaps you in the face.
I look up with a little bit of a cheeky grin on my face. Reminds me of mother.
Oh, sorry.
No.
As she rolls it back up.
Uh,
And this is vile. Stop.
I'm not going to sleep tonight. I got work in the morning.
Don't lie. You're into it.
so, yeah, right. I reckon. I don't reckon because I'm not from there, am I? I'm posh.
No.
One does believe that there is a magic wand somewhere on the floor.
Yeah. Oh, Well, yes.
While checking the entrails of the fallen young wizard, do I find the magical wand?
Yeah, well, sure enough, it was what he was using for his spellcasting. So nearby to his body is a wand that looks to be carved out of oak. It is the wand that the sheep/wizard was after the whole time. And now that the dust has kind of settled a little bit, the sheep appears from behind the rock that it was hiding from. And although it still can't talk and communicate properly with you all, it does now kind of poke and prod at the wand with its nose to kind of indicate that that is definitely the thing that he was after the whole time.
So, daft question, as I'm a posh mama's boy, but would I be able to use this wand in turning this sheep back into a wizard?
So you can certainly give it a try. Essentially, because it's something that you're not completely used to, you would have to do a Arcana check when you wield the wand, just to make sure that you can fire the spell off correctly.
Oh, I think I'm going to give this a go. I've done everything else. Fought a dragon, killed a wizard, fought an orc. Yes, let's give this a go. Well, that's actually quite respectable. 16.
Okay, so although it takes a little while to kind of get used to the feel and the weight of the thing, you do very, I was going to say dexterously again, but I can't pronounce dexterously. So you weave the wand and you fire off a bolt of energy towards this sheep, and it is encased in a glow, which then gradually starts to transform the sheep into a humanoid form. Bit by bit, you start to see the sheep grow taller and thinner, and its arms and legs protrude, and after a moment or two, in front of you is the wizard Reginald, who kind of looks at his hands and his legs and kind of pats himself down just to make sure that it is him. And with elation, he looks at you all and says, "Gosh, thank you ever so much. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much this means to me. I'm so gracious for your assistance in this quest. Thank you very much for retrieving my wand."
Have a blanket there. I've got one in my handbag somewhere. Just cover yourself up.
Thank
Don't
you.
want to get chilled, do you?
Thank you most kindly, madam. Thank you. Now, I believe some compensation is in order, so if you'll bear with me. And he goes back into the tower, and he retrieves 500 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Hands it over to you in a large burlap bag and says, "There you go. It's all I have, I'm afraid, but you can share it out amongst you. But I thank you very much for your assistance in this matter."
And while he's handing over this money, I would like to whisper something in his ear. I'm doing something secret, so I'm whispering something in your ear. Expect something in your inbox, Mr. DM. This is something that I'm going to be doing in my campaign when secrets need to be known.
Okay.
So let's see how
Don't you know it's rude to whisper, young man?
She clips you around the ear.
I'm talking to you.
Sorry, I can't concentrate while I'm talking. Yeah.
What on earth is typing?
Yeah, I didn't realize this was going to be as long as I thought. And this is why I'm an air conditioning engineer. There you go. So yeah, I've whispered in the wizard's ear what I would like.
A blowy.
He'll whisper back and say, "Well, by all means, do give it a go. It'll mean a similar check to what you did before."
Right. Okay. So I turn to the wonderful Mrs. Noggins, and I wave the wand.
Oh, oh.
Nat,
So, as you wave the wand, a similar energy is emitted from the wand, and it encases Mrs. Noggins in a similar light to what it did the sheep before. After a moment or two, from out of this energy appears a woman who looks to be maybe a good 40 or 50 years younger. Leggy, tall, long, luscious hair, large bosom, and porcelain skin, completely uncracked, unfazed, the definition of beauty.
And what have you done to me, dear?
Still got the same voice.
Ew. I haven't seen these for a while. Ooh.
Oh God.
You want a piece of me, don't you, boys? Not going to get anything there.
Yes, I would love to take you out for a drink, Mrs. Noggins.
Well, it's out of the question.
That was a blasted waste, wasn't it?
But thank you very much.
Sorry, I'll date the Birdman instead.
Says you can crack my armor.
That's pretty much it.
That was good.
Getting turned down by a woman, that's my entire life.
Well, we do like to have a bit of realism.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, bloody hell.
So there you have it, another exciting adventure from the Misfits. Hope you all enjoyed it, and stick around for more content. Campaigns are coming, currently being written. We're building a world for you guys to enjoy. Yeah, like, subscribe, and keep joining in for more action. Thank you very much.